Hey, what's up everybody, Sutsith here. A while back I did a video for a solo build that I thought was great, but unfortunately AGS also thought it was great and it's been nerfed quite a bit, so it doesn't really work anymore. So I've been tinkering around with some solo builds and I finally found one that I feel is equal to or greater than my old build. First off, straight up, we are still using trenchant recovery. That's still going to be 100% necessary. Trenchant recovery is going to help us survive in the interim. Also, you're going to want Leeching Path of Destiny on any piece of armor. Doesn't really matter which, but you're going to need Leeching Path of Destiny. Again, not 100% necessary for that, but it's going to help. But let's go into it. It's primarily a hammer build, almost 100% what we're focusing on here. And it's going to be mostly in the Crowd Crusher tree. And that is 100% because of this ability, Prevailing Spirit. Regain 35% of damage dealt as health when using a Crowd Crusher ability. So for that reason, we're going to grab all three of the Crowd Crusher abilities to try and, give us more heals. Other things to note, you're going to want Outnumbered. Increase damage absorption by 10% if surrounded by 2 or more enemies. That's going to help out. You're going to want Concussive Impact, deal 15% increased damage against targets affected by Warhammer debuffs. And because of this, Aftershock, every time you use an ability, they're going to be affected by debuffs. So that's going to be 15% more damage, which means more heals. Over on this side, the ones you're definitely going to want for sure are Hammer Time, gaining power on heavy attacks, increasing attack damage, because heavy attacks are going to be what we use for our trenchant recovery to get us through. That's going to give us more attack damage. Hardened Steel, super important, adds grit to heavy attacks and gives you 20% damage reduction while active. Super important to get that one. Increase heavy attack damage by 15%. Not a big deal there. Heavy attacks reduce cooldowns by 7%. That's going to help quite a bit. And Power Through the Pain is going to be pretty good as well. Deal 35% extra damage for 1 second after taking damage. So the more damage we do, the more heals we get. So that's going to be necessary. Also, I skipped out on this. It just increases haste, and that allowed me to get a couple other abilities. But let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys how strong this is by soloing a few portals by myself here. But that's it. That's the whole build. You just want to make sure, you're using all of your Crowd Crusher abilities to get insane heals. And in the interim, while you're waiting for them to come back up, you want to be doing heavy attacks to get your Trenchant Recovery. That little bit of health there. And also, it'll be reducing your cooldowns each time you hit, which gives you more abilities. You can use more Crowd Crusher abilities. You can stay alive. Anyways, I'll show you guys how it looks. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time. So that's just a demonstration of how strong the build is. I really prefer this one over the last one because it has lots of CC. But yeah, it'll get you through any solo content you need to do, including soloing level 66 portals for your gypsum. But yeah, that's it. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.